Like maybe we want to do like a blues or something in The beauty of music is that it's just unbelievable that you're always playing music in your head, you're being very creative. That's the cool part. Coming up with all these ideas and writing, you're composing music. Like this is really, really cool. And that doesn't stop. That never stops. That journey is just incredible. But there's a lot of work. At a very young age, I've always heard music in my head. I mean, this goes back until maybe I was like, I don't know, 9, 8, 10. And I hear everything. All the instruments. Here I am at this age, and you think that it'd be gone, but it isn't. And it follows you everywhere. It's like I can leave the house and just start walking, and then bang, it just goes in my head. Anywhere. It's just crazy. How do you capture melody? Or you could be anywhere. You could be walking on the street, you could be working, you could be driving, you can walking your dog. See that idea, that's cool. That actually goes with it. So we record it. And something will come to you, and you have a little recorder of some kind, and you record it, this melody that you came up with, and then you rush home, and then you grab your guitar. It could be a riff, it could be a bridge, it could be anything, and you're just grabbing information on what you want to do with this song. And there's an idea. But everything starts, it's either a riff it starts, or it starts with a melody of some kind. And then you take it home and you start working with it and working with it. I don't have a bridge. I don't have a chorus. I have nothing. Just a verse of a melody, which is a rhythm of some kind. I will write 5 different bridges or 4 different bridges until I find the right one that sits right with that section. And sometimes it doesn't work, and sometimes they do work. You just keep working with it. Next thing you know, that the song is completely done, and you move on to the next one. When everything is together on the song, and there's 80 tracks, there could be more, and you got to mix that. You got to mix all those tracks together, which is that takes a lot of time. And the next process is that I actually go to a real studio. The coolest thing here in this whole room is what my daughter made when I think she was in grade 2. Yes, this is actually supposed to be me. Holy shit. I gotta be there at 1:45? Yeah. Cut. I mean, I met Chris in 2014 with the first album, knowing that he was a drummer then. He's the one that finishes the album and masters it. They use different plugins and stuff like that to enhance a song, to brighten it, compress it. They use EQs, and then they somewhat master it, and then the song is completely done.
Yeah. Again?
It took us almost a year to finish the album because we pieced the whole thing together, and a lot of it had to do with scheduling. But working with Chris was great. It was wonderful working with an engineer / producer and working on the songs, piecing everything together. What is it like finishing an album? Oh my God, it's done. Because it was so much work. There's a lot of decisions. You write 6 songs for an EP, but there's a lot of decisions. There's a lot of songs written. You got to pick the ones that you want for that EP. And it's a lot of work. It really is, but it's a labor of love. Holy shit!
I
Shelley?
impressed Jake Levesque. Can you actually say that to the camera?
Yeah. Chris impressed me. Journey begins with me. I think, that young little guy, picking up that guitar and just trying to play it, and then listening to the radio, and then hearing music in my head at that time and coming up with little riffs. But yeah, I mean, Jimmy was a big influence on me, and Zeppelin was an influence on me, and Rush and all those bands. And there were so many guitar players that were a big influence. And then later on, there was other guitar players. Every musician, I think all of them, they basically try to play like the big guy. They're guys. The guys that they were influenced by. And we all have guys that we were influenced by. One of the main guitar players right now that really inspires me is actually Joe Satriani. He's totally amazing. There's nothing else but good to say about him. All these musicians were very true to themselves. They delivered themselves. New World 9 came about when the band Satin Edge broke up. where I was basically left, without a band. Then I was introduced to recording software, which I knew nothing about. I knew nothing, very little about computers or anything. And then I jumped into that, and that was like, wow, oh, I can record all my ideas on this recording software, and I can do overdubs, and I can do this, and I can add bass, and I can add drums, and I can add whatever I want, and I can do whatever I want. So this is where the New World came. That's where the New World name came. The number 9 has followed me everywhere. It just appeared in my life in a lot of different ways. So it made it very clear to me to call it New World 9. And that's where that came about, New World 9. New World 9 is my journey of coming up with my music. It was a great vehicle to find yourself as a musician with this software and recording. It was so cool to come up with your own music and everything and playing all the instruments. I was just having a lot of fun discovering me, who I was. What's the point of all this? Well, I can't tell you, but I can show you. Music expresses your life, who you are and what you are, the stuff you went through in your life, the things that you're going through in your life. That's what music expresses. You have to find yourself. You got to find that direction of where you want to go as a musician. That's probably the most important thing. If you have that, there's no stopping you. You go where you want to go. You do what you want to do. Anybody can be good at playing guitar. You just got to pick it up. I mean, I always tell people the very first thing, you can learn a tablature, you can learn how to read music, you can do all that. That's wonderful. The first thing you got to do is fall in love with the instrument. That's hands down. Fall in love with that instrument, strum it, hit the notes, hit the strings. It's going to come to you, but you got to fall in love with it. That's the very first thing you have to do with the instrument. You gotta do it for yourself. Right down the line. You come first. Don't let anybody tell you. what to do or how to do this or how, you walk the walk. Always be true to yourself. That's the main thing. And that goes for any art, for anything that you want to do in life. You got to find that direction. So you have to be true to yourself.